All right, Coach Michael Burt, it's Sunday. You know, I love Saturdays and Sundays. Let the mind out to play, get creative, mental map your week, and really go there in the mind before you go there in the body. And I'm going to give you a preview today of a virtual session I'm going to do with my coaching students tomorrow. And I'm going to call this the creativity of Prey Drive. Prey Drive is your instinct, your natural proclivity, your natural instinct to want something and to pursue something. Okay, that drive has three phases to it. It has to be activated, which is what we're going to get into today, by using negative experiences to activate the drive. There must be a persistence to this drive, which is really the suck, kind of embracing the suck from A to B to get what you want. And then there must be an intensity to this drive, which is really a sense of urgency to take a project and get it across the finish line, to see something through to its conclusion. You're going to see everything that I teach in our coaching program that's woven into this: the habits of the top 1%, the A to B exercise, the Prey Drive activators. But today we're going to specifically focus on the creativity of Prey Drive. Creativity many times is created through some type of adversity. Okay, so let's give a definition to adversity today, which is a departure away from the ideal scene. You do to your A to B exercises, just like I did on the plane today back from Florida. And I say, I'm at A, and these are all the things I currently do not like about where I am. I'm stressed out. I'm taxed. My finances not where they need to be. This is not working like it needs to be. And these are a bunch of fears and a bunch of frustrations. They're literally things that are bothering you. They're most likely were bothering you last week. They were probably bothering you last year, but you're not frustrated enough to do anything about them. So you kind of just bitch about them, right? And then the brain goes out this week and does the exact same thing this week, literally, that it did last week, that it did the week before. So you sit down on Sunday and you map out your A to Bs, and you start with your frustrations. And then over on the B side, which would be the big table side, you kind of map out your ideal future. In an ideal world, if life was as close to perfect as it would be, this is what it would look like. I'd be doing these things. I'd be doing them with these people. I'd be experiencing these profits, right? Life would be better. It would be easier. It would be more fun. It would be more enjoyable. And on the process between A and B are two things. Who do I need to help me? These are people, skilled people most likely. And B, what actions do I need to take this week to get there? Okay. Without this simple exercise that most people don't do, you're literally wandering around in the wilderness. And you could wander around in the wilderness for 40 years, okay, until something comes along and goes, nope, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm making a simple decision to kill that off, that old life, and I'm going into a new life. Now, as you begin to move toward this new life and you start going from A to B and you locate your who's, and your who's have knowledge and skill and desire and confidence and all of these things, and they're people of interest, and you need internal who's. Right now, I need a business development person renting the Greatness Factory. Right now, I need skilled salespeople who can convert leads to new members. Right now, I need skilled marketing people who can do direct form to drive people to a lead so we can become more known in the world. Right now, I need skilled videographers who can capture great footage and edit that footage. Right now, I need someone who can take my lodge and make it profitable. Right now, I need a lot of things between A and B. Who can help me do this? I need to get out of mental creation of literally just writing it down, and I need to move to physical action. Now, as you begin to move toward physical action, you're going to meet adversity. And adversity is a departure away from the ideal scene. It is an unwanted outcome. It's like, man, I didn't expect for that to happen. I didn't expect for that to happen. Like, I expected it to be easier, and I fantasized about how I was going to move from A to B, and it was all going to be easy. This is where we need to learn two things. We need to learn hard optimism, which is like working a muscle. Like today I was working my chest and my arms, and the more work that muscle, the stronger the muscle gets. We need a hard optimism, which is a skill that you're working to positively appraise the adversity that's coming on. But the good news is, as you begin to work the muscle and things come up, these departures away from the ideal scene, and you have a hard optimism, you've already told yourself the same thing that King David told himself in the Bible. It's going to be a fight, but we're going to find a way to win. And when our back's against the wall, we always find a way to win, because we never lose. We only learn. See where I'm going with this? And the adversity and the fear of loss activates the prey drive, which is the instinct to pursue. Now, when this happens, you need to say, thank you, I owe you. This is the best thing that's ever happened to me, because now I am muscles that I have not worked. I could raise capital. I could borrow against this. I could use equity. I could activate an asset. I could, right? And so then you start telling yourself exactly what I write in the book, fear is my friend. Thank you. You need to recognize it like it's a person. You need to say, thank you, I owe you. Your job is to keep me safe. Your job is to keep me out of harm's danger. I appreciate you coming up in my life, but right now I don't need fear. I need action. The cure for the fear is the action. So there's two things I need from A to B. I need to go there. I need who and action. I don't need to stall. Right now, as you're watching this today on Sunday, preparing for your week, I hope you've mapped out your week. I've mapped out my week. I know what to do. I really do. Most of my weeks are spent pushing people, demanding more out of people, expecting more out of people, raising the standard, getting into action, helping people overcome their fears. And I cannot do that if I have not done it. Okay. So I am literally teaching you as I go and do this, how to use fear as your friend. Thank you. I owe you. I need to get into action. The cure for any adversity that you're facing many times is to get out of thinking and living in the past and get into action. Right. And it's like contacting that person, being open to that possibility. Okay. So so what could I do? What are actions I could take? Number one, I could reach out to my who's. When I don't know what to do, I do something. I could sit down and I go, okay, I need a marketing wizard. I need a business development person. I need a skill closer. Okay. I need a marketing wizard. I need a business development person. I need a skill closer. Over here, I need new marketing. And I need strategic partners. Okay, over here I need knowledge, and this person has knowledge. I can do this with this insurance policy. I can do this with this thing. I can get this into action. Okay, and I look at my undercapitalized assets and I go, that is an asset that is undercapitalized. And you have human assets that are undercapitalized, and you have physical assets that are undercapitalized, and you may be the one that's undercapitalized. So I sit down and I map out my week and I go, okay, here's my week. Here's my B goal. I'm looking for cash flow. I'm doing this. This is kicking off this. I'm doing the business is doing these things. I'm enjoying this life. I'm working these days, right? And I am, as things come up that you do not expect, I am positively reappraising these things. And I'm using the skill of hard optimism to go, thank you, I owe you. Fear is my friend. All of this has a lot to do with the mind. I'm not paralyzed. I'm not going to sit here and live in fear. I'm going to go where there's a will, there's a way. My grandfather used to say, there, as long as you got to want to, there's a how to. There's knowledge I don't have that I can go get. There's skills I don't have I can go get. There's people I have that I can go get. There's sales that are out there that I can go get, right? There's money out there that I can go get. There is no shortage of opportunity. There is a shortage of prey drive, instinct to pursue. There's a shortage of creativity, of people actually going and doing it. Fear is my friend. So what we're going to be covering on Monday is like, let's do it. Let's sit down. Let's map out our undercapitalized assets. Let's look at assets that need to be activated: relationship capital, physical assets, human capital, intellectual capital, and let's put those assets to work. Okay, let's put those assets to work. Okay, so this is what we're going to be covering in our Monday coaching call. It's literally the creativity of prey drive. Some of you are going to find an answer. Like, we had a company last week that was the unintended consequence of somebody else's decisions. Okay, and their decisions were affecting this particular part of the company. And at first, we did what everybody would do. We went to negative town. We bitched and we moaned and we complained, and how could they do this and all this? And then one of our partners got really upset, and he moved into creativity. And instead of thinking win-lose, he thought win-win. He actually got to the third alternative, which is not I win and you lose, or you win and I lose, or we both lose. He actually got to a third alternative, which was a third idea where both parties could win at a higher level. But it took that frustration, that fear, and converted that. That is the best fuel you'll ever have. And I'll leave you with this. I used to think that passion came from emotion, but real passion comes from conflict. It is where you find another gear that you did not know you had. Okay, so on our call on Monday in my coaching program, if you're not in my coaching program, why? I always tell people, watching me on YouTube is not going to change your life. Watching my Instagram, taking a selfie with you is not going to change your life. Being coached by me over a long cycle of time, not even 90 days, is going to change your life. It's going to open your mind. It's going to open your mind. Okay, so I teach a lot of mindset, a lot of prey drive, a lot of skill set. I teach people how to get a seat at the big table, and a lot of getting a seat at a bigger table is how you handle unwanted outcomes and departures away from the ideal scene. So when something comes at you and hits you in the gut, boom, you can whine, you complain, but those are low frequency vibrations. What you should do is move to the next play. Just move to the next play. Okay. I'm Coach Burt. I believe everybody needs a coach in life. I coach every single month at the Greatness Factory. Our membership is really simple. You get access to everything if you are a member at the Greatness Factory. Okay. That's all the teachings, all of the coachings, all of everything. I do believe everybody needs a coach in life. I don't believe there is a deficiency of anything. I believe there's a surplus of everything except prey drive and the pursuit. Fear is my friend. I needed this. I'm going to positively reappraise it. I'm going to say, thank you, I owe you. I'm going to tackle my undercapitalized assets with your things we need to get into movement. Okay, I'm Coach. Make it a great week. I'll see you on Monday.